Marvel fans have been crying out for the X-Men to be introduced to the MCU for the best part of a decade. And it seems like hope is finally on the horizon, as Avengers: Infinity War directors Anthony and Joe Russo revealed they've got their eye on directing an adaptation of Secret Wars. The Secret Wars arc first ran in the 80s and then again a couple of years ago, and crucially a key component of both versions is the X-Men. Yes, we're excited too. Speaking to French website L'Internaute, the directing duo revealed they'd treasure the opportunity to work with a lot more characters if Disney's takeover if Fox works. Asked if they were about to bow out after directing Infinity War and its as-of-yet untitled follow-up Avengers 4, Joe said, "If the Fox deal goes through with Disney, there's a lot more characters to work with. All of a sudden, it might be interesting to see something like Secret Wars." Now the interesting thing about that is they're basically throwing their hats into the ring to make sure the X-Men cross over into the MCU. The mutant team are key players in both arcs. The original Secret Wars featured the likes of Thor, Iron Man, Spider-Man, the X-Men, and Fantastic Four battling it out against some of the biggest villains. The setting was the aptly named battle planet made by a being called the Beyonder, who transported the heroes and villains to the world to fight it out for a grand prize of power. The more recent Secret Wars was a very similar event, but crucially saw Marvel merge its classic Earth 616 and Ultimate Marvel universes, transporting multiple versions of characters to the battle planet. Both arcs would work well in the current MCU, but it would perhaps make more sense to go for the latter, as it would be a great bridging tool for explaining the lack of X-Men to date. It would also allow the directors to handily work around the death of Quicksilver in Age of Ultron, as the character is still very much alive and well in the X-Men franchise. If Secret Wars were the vehicle to bring the X-Men into the MCU, it would mean that Elizabeth Olsen's hopes of a Scarlet Witch standalone film based on the House of M comics could be realized very easily. Avengers: Infinity War hits cinemas in the UK on the 26th of April and the 27th of April in the US. More, man opens suitcase to reveal he'd brought something very scary home with him. More, what if Avengers: Infinity War was made in the 90s? The internet's choice for the cast is a thing of